Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're doing a preview of Millwall versus Birmingham City. I'm hoping Blues can get some points on the road. We've been pretty torrid on the road this season, especially in our last 8 and 9 away games. It's not really been the one. Millwall struggling at home. I mean, this game's got 0-0 written all over it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be there at the game, hoping there's going to be a lot of goals. But if not, maybe I can win another way through Sky Bet EFL rewards. And that takes me nicely into the sponsor for this video. Just want to say a big thanks to Sky Bet EFL rewards for sponsoring today's video. If you don't have it yet, make sure you download the Sky Bet EFL rewards app. You can find the link down in the description. You can mark yourself at match days and be rewarded just for being a fan of the club. During December, they got a whole host of prizes that they're giving away, including the cost of a season ticket, Puma EFL match balls, Football Manager 22 codes and more. All you have to do is play the predicted game on the Sky Bet EFL rewards app and select win, lose or draw across the fixtures, and you'll be in with a chance to win some prizes. So remember to click the link down in the description and download the app. It is free after all. Here's my predictions. I've got the app up right now. Let's have a look at my selections. So I've gone for Fulham, Albion win, Barnsley Huddersfield draw, Blackburn Preston draw, Blackpool, Bristol City, Cardiff Sheffield United draw, Borough Swansea, I've gone for Swansea, I've gone for Birmingham, Forest, Reading win, QPR win. That's what I've gone for. Let's see if we win. So Blues go into the game 1 point behind Millwall, who sit in 10th place. We're looking steady in mid-table at the minute, around 14th. Blues have been looking a little bit shaky recently. We've had a lot of injuries, a lot of suspensions, and it's been difficult to see where we're going to get goals from. Our options have been limited, but that win against Blackpool has done us a world of wonders, and it's pushed us up into mid-table. So that I'm very thankful for. Now what would be really good if we can make it 2 on the bounce and really push towards that top half of the table. We're only a few points off 7th, which is actually incredible. Looking at the season, it doesn't look like we've done that well. There's been a lot of people criticising the football. There's been a lot of people worried about the injuries and that, but we're doing okay considering everything. I think the only thing that's happened recently is it's just showed how thin our squad is, you know, especially in midfield. But the one shining light that's come out of all of this is Jordan James, 17-year-old Jordan James in midfield. He's been playing amazingly. He's settled in really well and he's looked really comfortable at this level. So it's great to see, you know, bad things happen. The squad's not where it needs to be, but it's provided an opportunity for him and he's taken it with both hands. So I just want to give like a big congratulations to him, and I do think he is going to start again. Still without Ryan Woods and Gary Gardner. It's been a difficult one. Getting 2 red cards in a row like that just really hit us. But thankfully, we're doing all right without them at the minute. We do need to start seeing some players return from injury though, and hopefully we can get something in January, maybe 1 or 2 players just to give us that little bit of depth. The problem is we've got no money. So in terms of goals scored and against for both Millwall and Blues, they're actually really similar. We've both conceded 21 this season. Millwall have scored 20, we've scored 19. It all is playing out to be a very even game, and you know, given our away record, I'd probably take a point at this moment. Millwall will be wanting a win though. They haven't won for over a month and they are itching for it. And of course we're going to be reunited with Gary Rowett, and we know exactly the type of football Gary Rowett likes to play. And I think Lee Bowyer is a very, very similar style to him. He's almost a carbon copy, but a little bit better, of course, because he's ours. Blues are going to be going into the game a little bit more positively, looking for back-to-back wins. That win against Blackpool massively helping us, while Millwall are winless in 4. They're not scoring a lot of goals either. That being said, it's not going to be easy for us against Millwall. They've lost only 1 of their last 8 games at the Den, whilst Blues have failed to even score in 6 of their last 7 away games. So on paper, it's not looking like it's going to be the most thrilling game of your life, but if you're a Blues fan and you know Blues, you know stats don't really mean anything, do they? We could go here and I could say all this, say it's going to look like a 0-0, say it's going to be two very even sides just cancelling each other out, and then we'll go there and it'll be 4-0 to one or the other. So you never really know, but I mean, with my gut against Millwall, I think we'll be wanting to get a point. Our form from the last 6 games is actually quite surprising, and it would be even better if it was judged off the last 7. But just going off the last 6, we're 5th in the league in terms of form in the playoffs. I'll take that. And now we want to try and stay around there and push on as we're waiting for these injuries and suspensions to come back. You know, we're facing a little bit of adversity at the minute, and we're showing that we're just battling through. But I mean, how do we get the points? How do we get the result against Millwall? They're a very very hard team to get through. And look at what happened at Blackpool. It weren't the best game in the world. It was pretty boring. And again, it was two teams that almost cancelled each other out. Duke came on. We went very direct, and it was again just a ball whipped into the box. Jordan James got his head on it, and it came off Duke's shin. That is the sort of football we're playing at the minute. Now, a goal's a goal, but my worry is our lack of options, our lack of flexibility, which also means we're going to be very predictable. And I think that's been our problem for a fair bit of Lee Bowyer's tenure. We've just become very predictable. We don't have that many options off the bench. We can predict what we're going to do. Surely Gary Rowett's going to be able to do that as well. The one thing from the last game against Blackpool that did surprise me was that Bowyer actually went for it. I think he decided, we're at home, we're 0-0, I should go for it. He took a defender off, he brought Chukwuemeka on, and he had three strikers. He had Deeney, Duke, and Anike, I think. Or was it Hogan? Either way, he had three strikers on the pitch. So he went for it. But is he going to do that sort of thing if we're 0-0 away at the Den? I think he's going to be more likely to try and hold on to that point the way Blackpool tried to against us. Whether that's at our peril or not, I don't know. If you're looking at Millwall's form, they've won one game in their last 6. They're 17th in the form table, so they want to turn things around. Rowett's after a win. So you feel like the roles are going to be almost reversed. It's going to be like Blues Blackpool, but the opposite way. So it really depends how the managers want to go at it. Off the bench, we don't have that many options, do we? We've got Chukwuemeka, who I'm still struggling to see where he fits in. I don't know if he needs a bit more time. I just struggle to see his role in that attack. We've got too many almost big, slow strikers and just one fast one that can get him behind like Hogan. We're almost missing Lecco in a way. Because, I mean, I don't know about you, but personally, I'd rather have another Lecco, because if you want to bring off Deeney, you can bring on Duke. It's like for like almost. You want to bring off Hogan, you bring Lecco on. Again, it's very like for like. That's my thought. I know he wasn't very good, but we need that style of player, and maybe that's someone we can go for in January. But again, strikers, is that the area we want to be looking in with everything that's going on? With Chong going, with McGree going back in January potentially. That's another question for another day. But again, away form with Blues, it's looking a bit woeful. We've lost 4 of our last 7. We've failed to score in 6 of our last 7. Where are the goals going to come from? You know, we started earlier in the season seeing Hogan starting to get a little bit more confidence. It's good to see Duke get on the score sheet again recently. Deeney, he's ebbing and flowing this season. He's having good games. He's having not, quieter games. And I think we need him to switch on. I think the only thing is, when we see Deeney be a captain, we tend to win games. We tend to be more of a unit. We tend to grind through things. And I don't know if that's a personal bias of mine, if that's something that I just want to see. I don't know. But he's got to be captain against Millwall. That's all I think. Looking at their attack, it looks quite solid. They've got Shea Ojo, Jed Wallace, Benica Fobe, all expected to start. We're probably going to go with the same Hogan and Deeney, with Ronnie McGree in behind Duke and Chucks on the bench, unless there's any injury problems before the game. Personally, I don't think we're going to change our team. But if you're asking me for my prediction, I don't think it's going to be a game with many goals in. It's going to have 1 goal or 0 goals in the game. Where that comes from just depends. It depends. Do we get the rub of the green? Do we get another red card? Do we get another penalty? It's very difficult. It's very difficult for me to say, but I do think it's going to be a very tight game. I'm hoping we can edge it, but my personal worry is that we haven't got the facilities to be able to change things if we need to. That's my problem. That's my worry. We need to go direct. It's great having Jordan Graham back. I think we need to make use of our fullbacks. We need to play direct football. We need Deeney to be linking up with Hogan better. Hogan taking those opportunities. I do feel like Hogan gets like one very good opportunity every game at least. It's a one-on-one or something, and I feel like he's getting better with his confidence throughout the season. It's not going to be every single week, but I think Hogan is so valuable to us as a striker. Just the way he is, the dynamic he gives us. I really hope he's got that confident edge against Millwall, because it's going to be, chances are going to be few and far between. We know that for both teams, but we need to be solid at the back. The fact we got Graham back is good. Obviously, we're going to go 5 at the back again, and I just think that's worked for us in a way. We've been better defensively, but the whole problem with Blues is we can't score. We can't score goals. I know Hogan's going to get a chance. I know he is. I just hope he takes it, and I'm hoping the Blues fans that go there can celebrate in style. It's Millwall away on a Saturday in London. It is going to be a very, very good day out for a lot of people, regardless of the result. So all I'm going to say is I hope you enjoy the game. I'm hoping Blues get the win. If you're a Blues or a Millwall fan, let me know your predictions down in the comments. I want to know what you think is going to happen. Do we need to make a change? What are our areas of weakness? Where can we get at Millwall? Let me know. And also let me know if you want to see more of these kind of preview videos. Remember to download the Sky Bet EFL Rewards app. The link is down in the description. Completely free. But until next time, I'll see you later. I've been Joe. You've been you. Keep right on.